This is Mäeotsa, a cozy little piece of land in Mission, BC, Canada, bought by Estonian refugees who ran from the persecution of Soviet Union after the Second World War. For over 50 years it has been for them, their children and their children's children a place to celebrate Jaanipäev, Estonia's favorite holiday where you're going to make a big fire. Hey, my name is Olar. On the 23rd of June, I decided to celebrate Jaanipäev with the local Vancouver Estonian society. It was quite interesting to see how the same holiday can change when you celebrate it on two different places in the world with a separation of 70 years. There is a saying that people become bigger patriots after they leaving their country. It was very true in Mäeotsa, because a huge chunk of it was dedicated to traditional singing and dancing. I mean a lot of dancing. A lot of it. To compare with Estonia, the traditional aspect has become a smaller part of the event, and more important is the grilling, drinking and games, like tug of war, kettlebell lifts and holding the beer glass in front of you. If you win any of it, you will get a bunch of alcohol that you can share with your friends. In essence, all the games were about strength and very competitive. In Vancouver, you didn't have to wrestle with the bear, and the games instead were more symbolic. As fishing has been an important part of Estonian history, the games were about that. Like catching the fish, bringing the fish to shore, presenting that fish to your wife for a dance. End of the day, there was only one winner, crowned Mr. Jaanipäev. Additionally, in Vancouver there was a raffle where you could win different Estonian products like Kalev chocolate and Vana Tallinn. About the grilling, and I have to say it, because that was the biggest difference for me. In Vancouver, there was no shashluk. I mean, you can't have Jaanipäev without shashluk, so why wasn't there any? It is now my understanding that shashluk came to Estonia mainly through Soviet Union. People from Caucasia like Georgia immigrated to Estonia and they brought shashluk with them. As Estonians like grilling, it quickly became part of our society and Jaanipäev. But all that said, instead of shashluk, Vancouver had this. A giant roasted pig, and it was tasty. I guess you can have Jaanipäev without shashluk. In Vancouver there was around 200 people, everyone was drinking beer, was talking and just friendly. It felt more like a family gathering than a public event. In Estonia, everyone is celebrating and having good time. And as the night goes on, people are getting more and more drunk. And it is inevitable that there will be, among those thousands of people, a fight. Usually there's only one, but there is always that one, doesn't matter what city or county you're going. I guess it is like with shashluk, you can't have a Jaanipäev without some fighting. But in the end, what ties the two different Jaanipäevs together on opposite sides of the world is the fire. It is big and bright and keeps the mosquitoes away. In Vancouver, after the fire was lit, many people started to sing all the Estonian folk songs like Õlle Pruulija. It was quite unexpected and nice, having the big fire in front of me and hearing songs in my mother tongue. It felt more like I was back in Estonia than in Vancouver. Jaanipäev in Vancouver, in short, was fun and I liked it a lot. Next year, on the 23rd of June, if you are in Vancouver or close to Estonia and have a craving for grilling, big fire and foreign traditions, then you owe it to yourself to check it out. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe and share. And let me know, have you ever celebrated Jaanipäev in Vancouver or in Estonia? That's it. See you later.